Alright guys, we are on the address library for OBSE plugins mod page on Nexus Mods. As always, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link in the description down below so you guys can follow along with everything that I'm doing. And if you like this mod and are most likely going to require it for several other mods in the future, go ahead and endorse it. That's basically the like button of Nexus Mods. Alright, with all of that out of the way, let's dive into what exactly this mod is. Well, it's going to be another one of those mods that several other mods are going to require in order to function properly. But by itself, there's not like a new item, there's not, changes to the game per se. There's nothing that you can really see in game that this does. It does a lot of things behind the scenes that help other mods function correctly. And if you want to know more, there's a little bit in the description here, but we aren't going to linger on that too much longer. Let's go ahead and get into actual installation. So real quick, I want to highlight requirements. There are no requirements specifically for this mod, but as you can see here, there are several mods already that are requiring it, including Game Settings Loader. That's the specific one that is requiring this mod that is going to make this a must-have mod pretty much indefinitely moving forward. Game Settings Loader has several mods that require it, and since that mod now requires this after the massive update that Oblivion got, this is now going to be one of those required mods. Fortunately, installation is pretty straightforward. We go to the Files tab here, and you can see we have this all in one, and then we have a miscellaneous file. We're going to pretty much ignore that for now. This is, I think, mostly for mod authors and not for people playing the game. This is the only one that's going to be required for like game settings loader and things like that. So I'm going to go through Vortex installation right now, and then I'll go through the manual installation. There is something of note. This specifically requires this version of the game from Steam. So just keep that in mind, which is going to be a huge disappointment for people with Game Pass and other versions, I'm sure. Alright, with a lot of that out of the way, Vortex installation, my favorite. Just do a slow download. And ta-da! It is installed. Vortex is just that great, very easy, very straightforward. Super simple, super easy. I highly recommend Vortex, but do what you will. Okay, with Vortex installation out of the way, let's go ahead and get into manual download. We'll do a slow download, and as some of you may already know, I have a manual mods folder where I stash all of the mods I install manually. Let's go ahead and do that. And now that it's there, you can see that it's in this zip file right here. We're going to go ahead and extract it. I'm going to use 7-zip to do so. Now that we have that folder there, I no longer need the zip folder, so I'm going to go ahead and delete it. We'll go in here, and as you can see, inside of this folder, it already has a pretty good folder structure for compatibility with Vortex, I think. Let's go ahead and get to the games folder. Now Vortex, it's pretty easy to find where the games folder is. For you guys, if you are manually installing, you're probably well aware of where your actual Oblivion Remastered Games folder is for Steam. So we can see here, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Oblivion Remastered. And then we are just going to follow the path here. So Oblivion Remastered, Binaries, Win64, OBSE, Plugins, and then all we would need to do is take both of these and drag them over here. Now, I am not going to do that because Vortex is already managing all of this for me and has already got this installed. As you can see here, I already have these files. It's the exact same files. For manual installation, though, you just need to drag these on over, and I'm pretty sure that is all there is to it, guys. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. OBSE is going to pick this up and run with it, and everything else just kind of works. Alright guys, I hope that was pretty simple, pretty straightforward, pretty easy to follow along with. I think this is a rather quick video compared to a lot of my other ones, but this isn't one of those flashy mods that has a high level of depth to it, of like it adds quest lines or anything like that. Just a quick behind the scenes add-on for OBSE 64. I don't know why on the mod page it isn't requiring OBSE 64, but I do believe that is absolutely a requirement since we're in this OBSE folder here. I will leave a link in the description down below to my video covering how to get OBSE 64 installed and set up. And I would like to note real quick, this is all based off of the update that Oblivion Remastered got. Every time there's one of those major updates for one of these games that has several mods, it usually ends up breaking a ton of things, and mod authors kind of scramble to get things updated in order to fix anything that's broken. And this was a solution somebody put forward, I think, maybe, or just something that happened to come out right around the same time that the update did. And Game Settings Loader now requires it because Game Settings Loader was broken after the last update. So just keep that all in mind. I highly recommend Game Settings Loader as well, and it follows the same steps as before to get installed, except you will also be requiring this mod now too. Alright guys, if you got lost anywhere along the way, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And if you think I did a good job, also please let me know. Alright, with all of that out of the way guys, happy modding and happy Mondays. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video all the way through to the end. I really appreciate it, and I hope it was very helpful showcasing this mod and showing how to install it. I'm really hoping that we can get this channel growing so that we can show as many people as possible how easy it is to install some mods and showcase some really good mods that some hardworking people come up with. In order to do that though, I'm really going to need you guys' help. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with as many people as you can. We'll try to get this channel growing, and hopefully it helps as many people as possible. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next time.